Bellingwood Vignettes by Diane Greenwood Muir. Book 11, Vignette number 1, What You Gonna Do? Ellie told Brianna that Caleb French-kissed her at the fair, Kayla said. She lowered her voice to a whisper. He also tried to touch her. You know. She lowered her voice again. Her. Kayla glanced back and forth between Rebecca and Andrew. They were her best friends, but even this was uncomfortable. You know, she said. Caleb is a player, Rebecca said. Everybody knows that. She's just asking for trouble. Ellie or Brianna? Andrew asked. I'm confused. Ellie, Rebecca scowled at him. Why would Brianna be in trouble? I don't know, he said, confused. Because she's telling people about it? Rebecca shook her head and pursed her lips at Kayla. He's an idiot. What? Andrew asked. I am not. You kinda are, Kayla said, but it's okay. This is girl talk, and you'll never understand it. You shouldn't even try. Then why am I even here? Andrew muttered. Kayla handed a tightly folded piece of paper to Rebecca. Have you seen this yet? Rebecca started unfolding it. What is it? It's the calendar for next year. Oh, Rebecca said, I didn't know there was a calendar. There's always a calendar, Andrew commented. You know, January, February, March. Both girls glared at him. Whatever, Kayla waved her hand in dismissal. There's a dance the next Friday after we start school. What do you think that's about? The calendar just says 7th grade dance. I'm sure they'll explain it to us in our homeroom. Rebecca's hand trembled as she opened up the final fold. Why is there a dance? Isn't it enough that we go to school every day and we learn what the government says we have to learn? Why do we have to go to a dance? That's just ridiculous. I suppose the next thing they're going to demand is that we participate in extracurricular activities. Do we have to march in the marching band or try out for cheerleading so we get a good education? It's just a dance, Kayla said. Well, what if I don't want to go to a dance? Rebecca asked. Andrew looked at the two of them. His brows creased in confusion again. But you like to dance. You danced at your mom's party, and you were pretty good. But I don't think it's fair. What about all those kids that don't know how to dance? Or maybe the ones who don't like to dance? And what if moms and dads don't want their girls touching a boy? Or the other way around? Did they ever think of that? Rebecca slammed her fist down on the table and stood up. I won't go. In protest. They can't make us do this. She spun around and walked into the kitchen. What's up with you? Kayla asked, jumping up to follow her friend. It's just a dance. You don't have to go if you don't want to. Nobody's making you. Rebecca opened the refrigerator and beckoned Kayla around to the other side. Do you think we have to have dates to go to the dance? She whispered. I hope not, Kayla whispered back. At least you have Andrew. I don't have anybody. I don't have Andrew, Rebecca protested. He's just a friend. It's not like he's a boyfriend or anything. And my mom told me that I shouldn't get serious about boys until I was 17. Kayla was shocked. That's like more than 4 years away. Well, I'm not in any hurry. Why can't we all just be friends? Rebecca whispered again. I don't want to get serious with anybody, especially if we have to dance in front of people. Better get something out of the refrigerator, Kayla said. We've been standing here a long time. Do you want a brownie or anything? Rebecca called across the room to Andrew. He stood up and headed for the kitchen. Nah, I'm good. What are you two talking about back here? Nothing. Rebecca shut the refrigerator door, barely missing Kayla's nose. So what are you guys going to do about the dance? He asked. Kayla looked at Rebecca and gave a slight shrug. I don't know, I guess. Andrew sat down at the peninsula. You aren't really going to protest it, are you, Rebecca? I think it's stupid, she responded. That's just because she doesn't have a date, Kayla blurted out. Rebecca's face fell as she looked at her friend in shock. Well, that's what you said. Kayla frowned at Rebecca. I don't have a date either. It's no big deal. You're going with me, Andrew said. We should just be boyfriend and girlfriend anyway. We're always together. That way you don't even have to think about it. You don't have to think about anything like that. No, Rebecca exclaimed. "You can't just expect me to be your girlfriend. I don't want to go to the stupid dance with anybody, and I really don't want to go with you." She stomped out and across the living room floor to her bedroom. Andrew flinched when the door slammed. "What was that about?" he asked Kayla. She shrugged. "I've got no idea. She's probably mad at me for telling you that she didn't have a date." "Yeah, she got really mad when I asked her to go to the dance." Kayla looked in the direction of Rebecca's bedroom. "Who's going to go talk to her?" "Not me," Andrew said, throwing up his hands. "I didn't do anything wrong. If she wants to act like a baby, she can do it all by herself. I was just trying to be nice. Who needs her?" He stood up and walked back over to the sofa in front of the television, picked up a controller, and turned on a game. Kayla stood by herself in the middle of the kitchen, unsure about her next move. She finally made a decision and went over to Rebecca's room. It took a few minutes of courage building before she knocked. "Rebecca, can I come in?" Kayla asked, lightly tapping at the door. "Whatever," Rebecca said and opened the door to her friend. "Come on in." "Why do you get so mad?" "Because he's so stupid." Kayla looked back toward the other room. "He's always been stupid. We talk about that all the time. He's a boy." But this time he was really stupid. Rebecca flung herself on the bed, lying on her stomach. "And I have a bad headache, and I feel really gross. He didn't need to be stupid today." "He can't help himself," Kayla said with a laugh. "Remember what I just said? He's a boy." Rebecca smiled. "I know, you're right. I just knew 7th grade was going to be hard. We have to have all these different teachers, and now there's dances, and I'm going to be busy all the time. I'm never going to be able to just hang out here with Han and Obi-Wan and the cats." "Are you scared?" Kayla asked quietly. "I am." "To death," Rebecca replied. "What if the teachers don't like me? Mrs. Hastings was really nice, even when I couldn't focus. But what if they see the grades I had before Mom died, and they think I'm dumb?" "Nobody thinks you're dumb." Rebecca whispered, "I can't believe Mom isn't going to be here this year. We moved all the time when she was alive, but I always came home to her. It's going to be so weird not having her around to talk to." "You have Polly and Henry," Kayla said. She sat down on the edge of the bed. "And you have me. And even if you don't like him, you have Andrew." "I just feel like a piece of me is missing," Rebecca said. Kayla kicked off her shoes and lay down beside Rebecca. "I know. It sucks." Then she giggled. "Oh, it's so funny. I'm not supposed to say sucks. Stephanie gets mad when she hears me use that word." "It sucks, though. Sucks, sucks, sucks," Rebecca said. She rolled to her side so she could look at her friend. "What are you scared about?" "I'm not as pretty as you are. They call me names sometimes." Rebecca threw her arm over Kayla's shoulders. "I know. That makes me mad. We'll show them, though." "How?" "Jessie is really good with makeup and hair and style and stuff. Maybe if we watch Molly for her, she'll do a makeover on us." Kayla looked off, her eyes unfocused. "I wonder if Stephanie would let me." "You're going to be in 7th grade. Of course she'll let you." Then Rebecca whispered conspiratorially, "I'll talk to her." She thought a moment. "No, better yet, I'll see if Polly will talk to her. Polly can talk anybody into anything if she thinks it's the right thing to do." "Would she?" "I'll ask. And then I'll ask Jessie. You and I are going to be the best-looking girls in the school, and if anyone gives you any crap, I'll deck 'em." Kayla giggled again. "You said crap again." "We're going to be bad girls too, aren't we?" Rebecca said with a laugh. "That would be awesome." Rebecca grinned at her friend. Bad girls, what you gonna do?" she sang. "What you gonna do when they come for you?" the two girls sang out together.